Hi, I'm Sherry Kaufman. I'm a Reiki Master, DNA Theta Healing instructor, as well as an Aroma Freedom practitioner instructor. And I'm here with the 12th recording in what I'm calling Living Authentically. It's a series of recordings I'm doing as I go through a year of looking to see what will help me live my most authentic life, to discover and to bring forth, both for myself and the people with whom I interact, the truest nature of myself. So this recording's topic is called Cultivate Contentment. And as I was considering what I wanted to share this evening, I wondered if any of you watching might wonder what cultivating contentment has to do with living authentically or being your truest self. And so I thought about that because honestly, these topics are not ones that I sat down and just decided on my own from my rational mind is what I would talk about or what I would address in my own life when I consider living authentically. They were given to me. They were brought to me, messages, right? And so I've looked at that for the last few minutes before sitting down to record. And this is what I think. I think that when we consider contentment, which can be defined as satisfaction or ease of mind, it makes me think of something like a puppy sleeping and its little belly going up and down, and maybe you can hear the breathing, or a baby, or a bird chirping in the tree to its mate. And when I think about those situations, especially something like a sleeping baby or puppy, I realize that at that point, the body is completely at ease. And when our body is completely at ease, when the muscles are completely relaxed, the body comes into its truest alignment. It's when we have stress and tension on our muscles, and then they tighten, that they pull our spine and our skeletal structure out of alignment. So when I'm in a state of something other than contentment, I've pulled myself out of alignment with my truest nature. And knowing that now and realizing that that's why this topic was one that was added to the list for me this year as I take this journey, I have to laugh at myself about something that happened today. One of those ironic things. I've decided that I'm going to pair my blog articles on my website, empoweredjoy.com, with this journey on living authentically, because then I've got a broader theme. It gives me a focus. I don't ever have to think about what the blog post is going to be about. So I sat down today for the first time since November of last year to write a blog post. For many years, I wrote an article every month. But the past several years have brought a lot of grief for me that I've had to deal with. And so I've been doing a lot of work on myself, especially the last 3 or 4 months, to release the blocks that I've had to experience contentment, moving toward joy, creating the things in my personal life as well as my business life that I most wanted to create. And so I was really excited today when I was happy to sit down and write the blog post, and I felt very focused and it just flowed very freely from me. And then I went out on the patio so that my dog would be happy with some company out there, even though it was really warm on a summer day in North Texas, as today is. And I uploaded the content to the blog on my website. I uploaded the text, decided there were some edits that needed to be made, and so I made the edits within the body on the blog, the back end of the blog. Uploaded the picture that I had selected, had saved several times as I was doing edits, and then I clicked the preview button, and the blog wouldn't give me a preview. I tried several more times, and on about the third time, the blog just disappeared. Well, I was not very happy. And if the neighbors were in their backyard, they heard a few choice words. There was yelling at the computer. There was anxiousness. There was stress. My body was probably not in alignment. And in that moment, I realized that I was being given a choice. Because when we think about cultivating contentment, I'm not sure I was even aware of what that fully meant, even though I was looking at definitions, I was writing a blog article on it. But when we think about cultivating, in terms of agriculture, that means that we've put some kind of seed or plant into the ground and that we're attending to it. We're feeding it, nurturing it, watering it, making sure it doesn't get too much sun, that it gets enough sun so that it can grow and flourish. When we think about cultivating some kind of behavior or habit in a human being, we think of the word developing. Nevertheless, it's the same thing. If I want to develop contentment in myself and in my life, I have to pay attention to it. I have to be willing to do the work to feed it and nurture it, to give it the water, and to keep it safe from predators, like the cucumbers in my garden that I keep safe from the grasshoppers that want to eat the leaves. And then the leaves are not there to bring the shade to the cucumber that it needs. Because if a cucumber gets too hot, it's going to shrivel on the vine. So I give it food, I give it water, and I keep it safe from the predators that would eat the leaves to destroy the shade that it needs to grow. So today I was faced with that choice of what I was going to do. So I stopped, I came in the house, I fed the pets, I fed myself, and I tried the upload again about an hour later. It wouldn't preview. I decided, okay, I'm just going to publish, take a chance that it looks okay, and then go back in and edit. I hit the publish button and it went away. At this point, I just started laughing. And then I looked up, and in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, in tiny little characters, there was the phone number for the help button. So I called. They were not able to resolve it. They've had to turn it over to the higher tech people who have emailed me, assured me that it will be taken care of. And in that moment, I knew that I had learned a really, really, really valuable lesson, because I didn't go into anger. I didn't go into resignation. I went into acceptance, and I said, I'm going to choose to nurture what helps me feel satisfied and at ease in my mind, rather than allowing this situation to take me prisoner and pull me out of alignment so that I am no longer who I truly am in my real authentic state, which is a person who has the power to make choices in her life, a person who can choose to give herself over to anger or who can choose something else to do in the moment. So what I did was I got ready and I sat down to do this recording. I'm not completely happy that the blog did not get posted today, but I also understand that a couple more days isn't going to be a game changer in the plan that I had. So I'm grateful for this lesson that I've learned today, that if I truly want to have contentment in my life, that it is something that I need to cultivate. I need to take care of it. I need to pay attention to it. Just like the cucumbers in my vegetable garden. If I ignore them, or if I don't give them the food and the water and the protection that they need, they're going to shrivel up and die on the vine. And then they're not going to give me what I was hoping to have from them. So that's where I am today. I hope that this has been helpful to those of you who are watching. I have now added Facebook Lives to this Living Authentically series. And I have one right now on the day that I'm recording this that is up on my Empowered Joy Facebook page on bringing in the energy of forgiveness. And then I'm adding the next one to help guide you through a meditation that will help you cultivate contentment. So I hope if any of you like to play on Facebook that you'll go to that page and join me there, either live or later. Those will stay on that page. And again, I'm Sherry Kaufman with empoweredjoy.com. If there's something I can do to help you in private sessions, I do empowerment sessions that generally are a combination of Reiki, Theta healing, and essential oil therapies with the Aroma Freedom technique. So I'll see you back next time, and thanks for watching. Bye now.